Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host HMS Steamy T, and I got a very different video today. But unlike last week, it's for a good reason. In this video, we'll be talking about what games I'm hyped to play. The last one will probably, if not definitely, shock you. Anyhow, let's begin the video. In the fifth spot, we have The Store Is Now Closed. I fairly well enjoyed the Roblox game 3008. We'll have to wait and see, but the release date is still unknown. I do believe the game is fairly well wishlisted, but don't take my word. After the promising indie game, we have a real shocker, at least in my opinion, and it is none other than Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You may have this higher, I've got this in fourth. Other games just more exciting to me. However, the last one I actually bought and played was Call of Duty World War II. And even then that was mostly zombies with a bit of multiplayer. Overall has one of the best campaigns. It will have potential, but that really depends what Activision decides to do. And it will be launched on all platforms on the 25th of October. Moving on to the third spot, we have yet another indie game from the guy who made One Armed Robber and One Armed Chef. He's back, and he's back with Drug Lord Tycoon, coming out in early access on the 31st of this month, which I think means we're making drugs with the boys. It looks like it'll be a fun game, and it will start its 2-year development cycle after going into early access on the 31st. Most of you guys probably have this as your number 1, but it is my number 2, and it's none other than Grand Theft Auto 6. The reason this is my second, I will explain later, but I don't think I need to explain why it's on my wish list, because Rockstar delivers, if you forget the remasters, and they've always made high quality products set to launch on console first. And it will be probably available in 25, so I'll be on the Xbox until we get it on PC in 26 or 7. And before we reveal the last game, I'd like to give a few honourable mentions, in no particular order. We have Naval Hurricane, Delta Force Rogue Ops, and last but certainly not least, Chuff Bust. Anyway, now it's time for the big reveal. The one, the only, Gothic remake. I'm not a goth, I don't socialise with that community. Gothic is not a game about goths at all. It is a series of open world, RPG and world building elements like no other. Fight me in the comments, but ever since my friend introduced me, I've been in love with it. I hope the series gets to justice at least later on, as although Gothic 2 is my personal favourite, the third one, and no, I'm not counting Gothic 4 Arcania, the spin-off that can fuck off and kill itself. Gothic 3 requires a community patch to realistically be playable, since the publisher rushed it out. And Gothic 2, although not nearly as much as the third one, I believe was at least slightly rushed. Anyway, Gothic is a series known for treating you like absolute fucking shit when you first start, and once you rise to power slowly, you can defeat the enemies that could one-shot you previously. I won't spoil it for you, but it is a great one-of-a-kind game, and they couldn't even repeat that with the third one, or the fourth one, if you count that as the fourth one. I don't. But hopefully they can repeat it with the remake. And even when the studio was no longer with the publisher, they didn't even remake it, although still made a decent game that's known as Risen. And hopefully, if this is a success, they can repeat this for Gothic 2 and give Gothic 3 the justice it deserves, because they have proven to listen to the community multiple times, and as things like animal skins and other skins such as the colour scheme and other things have been described as beige, the company changed it so that they were more vibrant and looked much better. We're expecting to get a release date, or at least some gameplay footage in a release, yeah, hopefully, in the game showcase on the 2nd of August. This is HMS Steamy T. Take care, I'll catch you next time.